we just do more work instead of increasing value. We like to just take on more, expand the scope of what we're doing. You're doing more, but it's not paying you more. That again, raise my hands. It's something that comes, especially for talented people, skilled people, multi-talented. You're trying to give expression to all of your gifts, give expression to all of your talents, but you are not, you're not paying attention to how much more you're taking on. You're taking on projects. You're taking on more side hustles. You're doing, there's just that hustle trap, but then it's not leading to more income. And it's what I found again. It's just these income ceilings I'm talking about. They are really about efforts. Every category I've described here is not a lazy person. It's not something that we not working or not hustling is not something that's within the DNA of the African immigrants, and so it's really about positioning. All right, so the wrong strategy to take is take on more work. Sometimes that's what we default to is, well, this is not working, let me work on it more. That's not a, let me, I can't break through, let me just hit harder. I can't break through, so I'll hit harder. I will double down on this, making these efforts, all of those things. That is not the solution, right? It's not the right strategy. So taking on more hours will not lead to breaking through, right? Taking on more hours, more side hustles, more stress, pushing yourself more. If I just do more, all right, the extra and extraordinary, all of those things. That's the wrong strategy. The work more is not the right strategy to break out of this income ceiling, because what you're going to start seeing is this burnout pattern of, fatigue, and then you start resenting your job, you start just getting upset about everything. Anxiety comes in, now you start getting disengaged, and then you're stagnant because you're not doing good work. It's no longer exciting, and stagnation sets in. And I'm going to again, as somebody who has been a member of this association before, burnout is not a badge of honor. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a signal that the strategy is broken. I heard a pastor say this: if you cannot take a Sabbath day like the Lord God designed for us to have a day where you rest, you're working harder than God intends you to work. I know this is not a church platform, but it's very applicable. If you can't take a Sabbath, then you're working harder than you were intended to work. So the wrong strategy, more hours, more work, more effort. The right strategy is increased leverage. All right, what does that mean? Let's talk about this.